brand new Flash trailer came out, and we got a question coming in on the hotline today about somebody wondering if maybe we could see Henry Cavill in it.
Hey, John and crew. This is Trinell Dumas from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Quick question. We've seen the new Flash trailer, and all I'm asking is, what are the chances we see Henry Cavill in the new Flash movie? Because Flash was filmed prior to the new James Gunn camp. So that's all. Thanks, guys, and bring on the filthy.
All right, thanks for sending that in, Trinell. Look, everybody knows I'm a huge fanboy of Henry Cavill. He's my favorite Superman of all time. I lament that he's not going to be our Superman anymore. I kind of wish he was, but I get it. They're moving on, and that's okay. Henry's doing great. He's got his Warhammer 40K. He's got that new Guy Ritchie movie coming out. He's going to be just fine. But what could the chances be that we get a cameo of Henry Cavill in The Flash? Trinell brings up a very, very good point. We have to remember that this Flash movie was not shot last week. This Flash movie, the vast majority of it, was shot in the plural years ago. Years ago. I still remember early in the pandemic days, like Ann, ourselves, our buddy Soul, were sitting down at in an outdoor cafe because you couldn't sit inside because of the pandemic. Outdoor cafe and watching a little bit of DC Fandom years ago. And them showing a little tease of this and that of The Flash that they were currently shooting. I mean, this was something that was shot years ago. So could Henry Cavill have made an appearance? I might surprise you. I'm going to give it a legit coin flip on this, that he could. I'm going to say straight up 50%. And here's why I think there is a legitimate chance he could. Number one, again, because of what was pointed out, this thing was shot years ago when he was still in the camp, right? Number two, they are clearly doing cameos in this thing. So that one goes along. Number three, we are getting scenes and shots in the current DC world because we've got Ben Affleck's Batman there. And of course, Henry Superman is in there somewhere. We have General Zod. So at some point there being, again, I don't believe Henry Cavill will play any role in this movie, but maybe a quick cameo. It could make sense that a moment maybe Kara meets her cousin. Just somebody I'd love to introduce you to. Like even like near the end of the movie and I don't know, whatever. Look, there are also good arguments against it happening, but because of all that, and particularly the time frame, I'm going to give it a straight up 50-50 shot on this, Rob. I will not be surprised either way. But anyway, Rob, it's a great question. What do you think the chances are and why for a Henry Cavill possible cameo in the Flash movie?
Well, just watching the trailer, I mean, watching the world engine destroying Metropolis. And I know that you hear the Flash say, I've created a world without metahumans. So maybe there was no Superman there to protect Metropolis from the onslaught. And in this world, the Kryptonians conquered the world, which I could see happening in a Flashpoint movie, which is very cool. On the other hand, what would also be very cool is however they're using this Flashpoint movie to move into the new DCEU, I could see, maybe it was a reshoot or something, the climactic moment where the universe is put back to whatever the universe is, and you see Henry Cavill's Superman, and I'm not, by the way, I have no knowledge, I'm making this up, like the comic book fan in me is seeing that a la Crisis on Infinite Earths, the Henry Cavill Superman does something really heroic just as reality is changing, and we actually see him wiped out of existence, setting the table, because that would be dope. I mean, that would be like, he saves the world, literally, and the wave of unreality or whatever washes over him, like in Crisis on Infinite Earths when the wave took out each Earth, and we watch him erase from existence, so he's given a goodbye. I would love that. They did it. They put him in the end of Black Adam. Maybe at the same time, they're like, you know what? But then he would have known this. We would have known. Somebody would have said, I'm not coming back.
By the way, there are some people in the live chat, and I should point this out, and please, anybody in the room or otherwise, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's some people saying, hey, it was in the news that Cavill and Gal Gadot's cameos were removed. No, it wasn't in the news.
Right.
There were from a number of Gus's gas station reviews.fart kind of outlets that were reporting that, but none of the real news outlets said that.
There's a pop figure of Wonder Woman from the movie.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, along with Kara and Zod.
Yeah, I know about this one.
I don't know if there was a pop figure from the Flash of Superman, though.
Yeah, and by the way, he may have never been in the first place.
Right.
I'm not pretending that I have any of the answers. I do not. I have none of the. I'm speculating like everybody. But I would go like a straight up 50-50 chance that maybe we could. And I'll tell you what, it would get a pretty good pop out of the audience.
I mean, just listening to James Gunn wax rhapsodic about this movie, calling it one of the greatest comic book movies ever. And like you said, it was made not under his regime, so he's got no...
Yeah, he can take no credit for this movie.
You know, he can't take any credit in the fact that he's singing its praises with everything that surrounded it and where they're moving into the new DC.
Because what happens normally when a new regime comes in? They talk crap about the previous regime.
They divest themselves.
Right? They start talking crap about how they ruined everything, blah, blah, blah. But in comes James Gunn. He's like, yeah, that movie that was made on somebody else's watch, one of the best I've ever seen. I think that says something. Now, whether we'll think that or not, we'll have to wait and see, but they're off to a good start with the great trailer. Guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Do you think there is a chance that Henry Cavill, my personal favorite Superman of all time, could possibly making a cameo in The Flash? Maybe yes, maybe no. Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's not something they would do? Whatever you guys think, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. We want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Mint Mobile. If saving more and spending less is one of your top goals for 2023, why are you still paying insane amounts of money every month for your phone bill? Switching to Mint Mobile is the easiest way to save this year. As the first company to sell premium wireless service online only, Mint Mobile lets you order from home and save a ton with phone plans starting at just $15 a month. You guys know I made the switch over to Mint Mobile a while ago. The process couldn't have been easier, and I can't believe that I am spending less than a third of what I was spending on one of the other major carriers before. By going online only and eliminating the traditional costs of retail, Mint Mobile passes the significant savings on to you. All plans come with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and switch easily in minutes with eSIM. To get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door free, go to mintmobile.com/Campea. That's mintmobile.com/Campea. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Campea.